Hello from Singapore. This is video number 5. It is I once again. It occurred to me that I wasn't properly able to introduce myself, so here it goes. My name is Ulysses Abad, Ulysses being my first name, and Abad is my family name. Ulysses is the Roman equivalent of the Greek name Odysseus. If you're familiar with the Greek epic The Odyssey, Odysseus was the main character, and his name actually meant the angry one, which was a very strange choice of name for me because I am totally not angry at all. So from a very young age, from birth, my parents called me with the nickname Oli, and I was called Oli from birth until grade school. So all throughout the 6 years of grade school, I was called Oli. I graduated from grade school and went on to high school, and I introduced myself on the very first name as Oli, but we quickly discovered that there was already another Oli in class, and he came in 5 minutes before me. And so to prevent conflict, my teacher rebranded me as Yuli, and that is where the name came from. But you know, high school students, right, how naughty they can be, so they changed Ulysses into useless. But it was all for fun, so it's okay. I had a very close and tight-knit group of friends, and so they used the nickname Yuli, and they reversed the sound to Eloy. So 5 or 6 people were calling me Eloy, and one of them actually went together with me to college. Now, speaking about college, when you're in your tertiary level, you are supposed to start becoming more serious in life because you will be stepping soon into your career, into your profession. And so, people started calling me Mr. Abad. So serious. But fortunately, there was a very bright spot in my college years, and that was when I met this girl. She was a close friend also of this guy from high school who went with me, and she learned of the name Eloy, and she put a T in front of it, and she started calling me Teloy when she became my girlfriend with a heart. After college, I managed to get a spot in a job in Japan. So I stayed for 4 years in Japan, and we all know the difficulty of most Japanese people to say things, to pronounce things with the letter L in them. And so for 4 years, I was known as Yuri-san. So after 4 years, I went back to the Philippines, and my ex-girlfriend started calling me dear. You know what ex-girlfriend means, right? So my wife, my girlfriend before, we became married, and she started calling me dear up to now. After a brief stay in the Philippines, I went to Singapore, and my first group of colleagues were all from India, and they had this very strange way to pronounce my name. They called me Uli, and sometimes very sexily, Uli. Don't know. But after a few years, I was able to assert myself, and I was able to make myself known again as Yuli. And for the past videos, this Yuli nickname has been what I've been using to make myself known to you. So, my friends, like William Shakespeare says, a rose is a rose by any other name. So feel free to call me Ulysses or Yuli or Yuri or Mr. Abad. Not much useless. Call me anything you want. Anything of these names that I've talked to you earlier. But please, 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 don't call me dear. That's it for today. See you tomorrow.